Hello and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are looking at the very strict rules for making safe car parts. Think about driving your car on a highway. You drive fast. You want to be safe, right? You want your family to stay safe too. To make sure this happens, car factories have to follow strict rules. Today, we will look at a global rule book. It is called IATF 16949. We will see how this big rule book helps factories build perfect parts every single time. Here is our map for today. First, we will cover the basic rules for safe parts. Second, we will look at 6 tools to stop problems. Third, we will learn how to make safe changes. Fourth, we will talk about common mistakes to avoid. And finally, we will look at some new rules coming in 2025. Let's jump in. Let's start with a very simple question. Why do car parts fail? Well, a modern car has thousands of parts. It has brakes, doors, and an engine. All these parts must work perfectly together. If just one small piece breaks, the whole car becomes dangerous. People can really get hurt. This is why car companies cannot accept bad parts. The factory must stop bad parts before they reach your car. They literally cannot make a single mistake.
So how do we stop these failures? We use a rulebook called IATF 1694. This is an international rulebook. It is written only for the auto industry. And the main goal is very clear. It stops failures before they happen. It does not wait for a broken part to show up. It prevents the problem from happening at all.
Okay, Section 1, the rules for safe parts. Let's look at the basics. You might know there are general rules for businesses. These are called ISO 901. Any business can use them. They are like the basic floor of a house. But car parts need much more than that. They use IATF 16949. These auto rules build strong walls on top of that basic floor. They are there to keep you safe. They ask for much more control than the general rules do. The absolute most important rule is this: prevent mistakes. Do not just find them. Think about a normal factory. You make a part, you see it is broken, you throw it in the trash, right? Well, in a car factory, that is not good enough. You must set up your machines to never make a bad part in the first place. Prevention is everything.
Moving on to Section 2, 6 tools to stop problems. Let's open the toolbox.
So how do we actually prevent these mistakes? We use 6 special tools. To make this easy to picture, let's follow a real example. Let's follow a car brake. We will watch it start as a brand new idea on a computer. Then we will watch it become a real, safe part that is ready for your car. Here are the 6 special tools. They have short names like APQP and FMEA. Don't worry, you do not need to memorize these letters. You just need to know that they work together. You cannot use just one tool by itself. They are linked together like a heavy chain. Together, they make sure the car brake is built perfectly. Each tool has one simple job. First, APQP is the big plan. It plans exactly how to make the brake. Second, FMEA finds problems early. It asks, can this brake crack? Third, CP is the control plan. It tells the workers how to build the brake safely. Fourth, MSA checks the rulers. If your ruler is wrong, your brake will be the wrong size. Fifth, SPC uses math. It watches the factory machines to see if they act strange. Finally, PPAP gathers all the proof. It shows the customer that the brake is perfect. Now for Section 3, how to make safe changes. Let's see how factories manage this. Things always change in a factory. Think about buying a brand new machine. This is a huge change. If you buy a new machine to make our car brake, you must be very careful. Why? Because the new machine might cut the metal differently. It might work too fast. This is a very big risk. You cannot just turn it on and hope it works out. The rule book gives us exact steps for these changes. Step 1 is to find the change early. Step 2 is to check the risk. Ask yourself, will this new machine hurt the car brake? Step 3 is to get permission. A manager must officially say yes. And step 4 is to write it down. You absolutely must keep a record. This is exactly how we make safe changes. Section 4, common mistakes to avoid. Let's talk about top audit failures. Car factories get checked by special inspectors. We call them auditors. Many companies make the exact same mistakes during these checks. First, they do not find the real cause of a problem. Second, they repeat old mistakes. Third, their factory plans do not match what the workers actually do. And fourth, they have bad measuring tools. It is like they are using broken rulers. Let's look closer at the biggest mistake.
It is about finding the cause of a problem. There are two types of causes here. A true cause fixes the broken brake today, but a root cause looks deep into the factory system. It asks why the broken brake was made in the first place. You must find the root cause. This stops the problem from ever coming back again.
Finally, Section 5. New rules for 2025. Let's look at the stricter rules coming soon.
The car industry never stops improving, so the rule book is getting an update. Let's look at a very important number for the new year. That number is 15. This is all about strict time limits.
If an inspector finds a major problem, the clock starts ticking fast. In 2025, you only have 15 days to send your first answer. Then, you have 60 days to completely fix the root cause. If you fail to do this, it is very bad news. You will lose your official certificate. You will literally lose your license to sell car parts. Here is another new number, 16. This is about where the factory is located. Sometimes a factory opens an extra building nearby. In 2025, this extra building can only be 16 kilometers away. If it is farther away than that, it is too far. It will need to get its own separate inspection. So, are your car parts ready for the new 2025 rules? These rules are strict because human lives depend on them. You must check your factory now. Next time you drive on the highway, ask yourself a question. Are the factories making my brakes following these rules? Our safety depends on it. Thank you for joining this explainer.